Okay, I've hooped my background fabric using the wash away mesh stabilizer. I'm going to use black so that you can see the stitching. I've loaded the design into my embroidery sewing machine and it's ready to go. So I'm going to refer to my color sheet, and the first one says the first color stop is to use wash away thread to set the applique for the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch out that. And I have put the wash away vanish extra thread in the needle. I have put regular bobbin thread, embroidery bobbin thread in the bobbin. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start, and it's going to stitch out the placement for the first applique piece. And it will even show the double lines. This design right here takes approximately, according to my machine, takes 28 minutes to stitch out. It will probably take maybe about 45 minutes with doing all the color stops. So it's putting in the placement lines for the first 4 pieces. So I'll go ahead and stop it and let it finish stitching. I'm going to take the hoop out of the machine, but I'm not going to take the fabric out of the hoop. Okay, now you've seen I've taken the hoop out of the machine and I've laid it on my hard pressing surface. Now I'm going to refer to this chart over here. It says piece number 1 is the flower pot, and this is where it goes. So I'm taking the Elmer's School Glue, the liquid one with the tips, and I'm going to apply a thin layer of glue, not directly on the edge, but about 1/8 of an inch in, all the way around. And I'm just going to cover the stitching line right here. Just cover it so that it just barely covers it. Although if it shows, no big deal, it's going to wash away. And then I'm going to take this little tiny iron, this is why you need it to fit inside of your hoop, and heat set that piece down. So you want to give it a firm press for about 2-3 seconds. And see, now these points won't come out. So they'll stay down during the stitching process. And then I'll go ahead with the next piece. I'll apply the glue. And this one we're going to be doing pieces 1 through 4. And you'll see the line right here, and then you just simply cover it up. It shows the double line, so it should fit just exactly in. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the pieces down, and then I'll heat set it. Okay, now you can see that all these little pieces are glue basted in, and we're ready to go back to the sewing machine. Okay, I've put the hoop back in the machine, and I've changed the color to a clay brown, which is the second of the color stops. And then you will see that the applique pieces will stay down nice and tight and not lift up while the machine's trying to embroider it. So it'll stay in place. Also, that applique piece gives a little more firmness to it to keep your embroidery from puckering. Now the next color stop is telling us that we want to put the wash away thread in order to set the applique for the leaf pieces numbers 5 through 9. So we'll do that in just a second. Okay, I'm going to change the thread. I love this machine. It's so easy to change the thread. Threads itself. I love it. Okay, and now it's going to set the applique pieces. So lower the presser foot. Now it's setting the applique pieces for leaves 5 through 9. I won't make you watch the embroidery process. That can be kind of boring to watch. Hold on. We'll be right back. Okay, now I've got the applique pieces already lined up, ready to go with the white wash away thread. I'm going to lay these down in the order, in numerical order. And that way they're all... Now on this one I want to show you really close how you do the gluing. So you're going to get that glue. Sometimes you might want to put a little extra glue on the tip, but otherwise stay about a little less than 1/8 of an inch away. You don't want to put glue on the very edge, and you want to kind of be sort of smooth. Not a whole lot of glue. Don't glob it up, just a little bit of glue. And you lay it down to cover the piece, and then you'll heat set it in place. I'll put the rest of these back on, and then we'll go back to the machine. But this is so easy. And now we're ready to stitch color stop number 5 or number 4, and that's going to put the veins in the leaves. And you'll see it's stitching it down rather effortlessly. A lot easier than thread painting or doing it by hand. Okay, I'm going to let that finish stitching out, and then I'll put in the next color. Okay, we finished the embroidery on from color stops number 6 all the way up to 13. So now you see how different it looks with the embroidery layered in. Okay, I'm going to put wash away thread, and we'll put on the last 3 leaves. Okay, see, we've got it stitching out the wash away thread for the last 3 leaves. And then we'll take it over to the ironing board and glue the last leaves in, and we'll be done. Okay, as you've seen, I have finished embroidering it, and I've taken the fabric out of the hoop, and now I'm going to stack down these applique pieces that were basted down with the glue before. So what we're going to do is, you can either use invisible thread and machine applique this down. I won't show you that demonstration on this tape. Or you can hand stitch it down. That way, that's my favorite because it gives you the look of true needle turn applique. You can't tell the difference. It's very easy to do. You just thread your needle with a very, very fine needle and very fine thread. You simply bring your thread up through the back. Let's see if I can get this close enough. Right here. I'm going to go down, come back up right beside it. Forgot the thimble. That will not work. Okay, pull it through. Go straight down. Come back up. Just taking a thread or 2 off the edge. And there you go. And one more time, straight down. Pick it up, take a single thread, and pull it through. It's as easy as that. You don't have to worry about pins sticking you. You don't have to baste it down. It's very easy to do. If you have any questions, you can email me at Geri, that's Geri, at SewEasyQuilts.com. That's SoeasyQuilts.com. And I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. See you later.